So how we doing so far? Woo! Yeah, okay, good. Let me hear the energy again. How we doing so far? Yes, energy, right? Energy, we're in the afternoon, we're feeling pumped. We got a couple of guest speakers coming up in just a minute that I think you're gonna get a lot of exciting information on. But before we do that, I thought we'd do a little warm-up exercise, something to kind of get everyone feeling ready to go, to increase the energy and stamina to keep us moving through. So here's what I want to do. I want to divide the room right down the middle here. So if you're right here, you're on this side, right down the center table. On the other half of the table is on this side. Is that cool? Is that cool? Come on. Yeah, all right. You want to be on that side? No, I'll stay. You'll stay? Good. Thanks, Al. Thanks for being supportive. Here's what I want to do. So this group, all you're going to do is when I point to you, you're going to go, what? And just like that. Except what we're going to do with that is, it's kind of that inner feeling of, I'm standing in my own value. Right? I think that Jackie talked about that. Do we do that enough? Do we stand in our own value? Is that something we can get better at? Right? It's standing in our own value. It's one of the key lessons I learned as a speaker is standing in your own value and appreciating the value you have. And that's what this what is about. It's kind of like going, what? Look at me. I'm doing my dream. You feel me on that? Yeah, okay, good. That's good. We're already starting practicing. But this side of the table, you're going to acknowledge that, right? You're going to acknowledge it back and just kind of go, oh, yeah, right? You can even point. I want you to look over and go, oh, what that means is I acknowledge your value, I stand with you, and I'm proud of you for being here. Is that cool? Is that what that means? Right? So it's, okay, so over here is what? Over here is you're going to look over at them and go, oh, yeah. All right, we good? All right, do we need a practice run? Okay, practice one. Oh, so over here, ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. And over here, you're gonna? Nice. Okay, now, we're gonna do it one more time. But this time, I really want you to feel that. I want you to really feel that. I am standing in my own value. I really want, and that means standing. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Melissa. Come on your feet, guys, on your feet. I want you to do that. Yeah, both of them, because this is what you knew. Both groups are going to do this. You're going to go, what? But I really want you to feel it. Standing on that value. And then this group, you're going to do that point. Oh, yeah. We good? Here we go. Nice and loud. This group. Ready? Go. Over here. Nice. That feel good? Now let's flip it. Oh, you're not sitting down. Don't sit down yet. Right? Now we're going to flip it on this side. Right? So now you guys are going to do that feeling, right? Standing in your own value. And we're going to go, what? And then you guys are going to do. Okay, cool. Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Over here. Yeah, give yourself some help. I love it. So the energy here is contagious, right? That positive energy. I love being around positive-minded, energy-focused people. So with that in mind, we're going to bring up those two people that totally fit into that category. We're going to talk to Barry and Catherine Cohen. And before they come up, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about who they are. So they are the regional director for the Public Speakers Network. So this is an international organization where they manage all these speaker clubs all over the place. And they're an amazing couple. They're going to be sharing a lot of gems about opportunities to speak in a city or a town near you and where they can go. Well, let me ask you this. Could we use more speaking opportunities? Oh, yeah, I love that. See, that's good. That's good energy, right? Yeah, we could definitely, and I think that's one of the key lessons Jackie talks about too, is how important it is. I don't know about you guys, but early on when I started speaking, I'm thinking, I don't want to speak there. It's not a paid gig or It's like any opportunity now. It's like if I can get up and speak, I'm there. Are you there? Yeah. is finding any opportunity, man, any opportunity. I'll do it. Where is it? I'll be there, right? Because that's the only way we get better, and that's the only way we get heard if we actually are speaking. So they're going to talk about that opportunity. I just wanted to read a little bit about Barry and Catherine Cohen. They have created successful companies together as a working couple. That alone is a magical feat, right? For a husband and wife working together, playing off each other's strengths. That alone is a big deal, right? From the knowledge they gained from growing a company together, they developed business solutions for growth coach and guide small business owners to start and grow and succeed in business. They love supporting entrepreneurs and teach them important business skills that allow them to thrive in business today. So I want you to give a lovely, warm speakers retreat welcome to Barry and Catherine Cohen.
First I have to figure out this button. Oh, there's a next button. Cool. So, first thing I'm going to do is help some people cheat. Who here is friends with either me or Catherine on Facebook? Excellent. Take pictures of us up here, post them on Facebook with a really cool comment, and hashtag speakers retreat.
Right.
I have to impress my mother.
Not hard to do. All right, so we are Barry and Catherine Cohen. I'm Catherine, just in case you were wondering at the beginning, and this is us working. Actually not, no. Somehow I had to get that picture in like Jackie had to get her picture in. This is us on the island of Capri with our fingers up a lion's nose because that's what everybody does on vacation.
That's what we do on vacation. So why are we all here? We're here to speak.
Pretty much.
Makes sense, right? Hey, my notes aren't there. How cool is that? Oh, I'm so screwed right now, guys.
See, so you click the next one, and then
we see
from
what's
the
up
picture.
there. Okay, so we all have different experience levels in speaking, from the absolute professional to the person that's scared to death to go up on stage, the novice, shivering in a corner. We're here to either build a speaking business or use speaking to build our business. That's what we're here to learn. But most importantly, we want booking agents to find us.
Here's where we are. Oh, sorry, not us in particular. So over the next 3 days, we are going to learn. We're going to learn a ton. We've already done that. It will continue. Our hands will hurt from writing notes, and our brains will explode, but we will be learning. We'll also be growing. We're growing as speakers. We're growing as business owners. We're growing as people. And it's so important that we take the opportunity to keep our minds open, to keep our hearts open, and keep growing. And finally, we're networking. Barry and I love coming to these events because we see people that we know, we see people that we may not have seen since the last event, whatever that is, or last week, like Sherry, but we network with people. We start to develop those partnerships, those JV partnerships. We get to know each other. We figure out how we can help each other, and then how we can go on and help the world. And most of all, we're here to speak.
Speak. I didn't say shout, did I?
No. And then comes Monday. We're going to leave here Sunday night, Monday morning, and we're pumped, and we're totally into it, and we're going to do everything that everybody on this stage told us to do because we're pumped, and we're into it, and we're away from our office and the distractions and the clients and all the other stuff. And on Monday, it all happens. We start to dwindle. We start to lose excitement. We don't have a support group. That's the most important thing. On Monday, we don't have the support group that we have with each other right here. And that's going to be a problem.
When you get home, a couple of things are going to happen. As time passes by, you're going to stop practicing your speech. You're going to forget what you learned. And it's just going to be a problem because you're just going to, kind of like I'm doing now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bit. Or you're going to get your core message. You're going to practice in front of the mirror. You're going to be great. Those jokes that you're telling in your head are fantastic.
Your jokes are never fantastic.
My jokes are always fantastic.
Your jokes are never fantastic.
You could leave the
I'm
stage right
funny.
now.
Go ahead, keep going. Keep going.
But there's one serious problem with practicing in front of the mirror. You don't have an audience.
We don't have you.
You need that feedback, that reaction from the audience. You're not going to get that staring at the mirror or having your mother as your audience, your spouse as your audience. It doesn't work.
We totally get it. We know what it's like to want to have that audience. That's us in 2004. That's a year after we started our first business together, Valley Barter Group. That's Barter, B-A-R-T-E-R, for everybody who's looking it up and doesn't understand my New York accent.
I was good looking back then, too.
Yeah. Subjective.
I've gotten better with age.
Subjective. So we totally get it. We knew right away that the most coveted spot in the world was that 10-minute speaking spot. You know, the one you go to the networking group and a little piece of paper gets passed around and you scribble in your name at the next available date, and the next available date is July 3rd or the Wednesday before Thanksgiving or December 26th. But
Who's
you don't
had those
care.
days? Anyone have those days? We get them all the time.
Yeah, those are our speaking days. Doesn't matter. We had an audience. We knew we got 10 minutes of your time. You couldn't do anything else. Well, you could, but we had you for 10 minutes. We knew that was coveted. We knew that was important.
So let's tell you a little bit of how we got here.
Yep.
Since 1997, Catherine and I have been out of corporate America and having our own businesses, both separately and together.
Started with Total Body Wellness. I am a massage therapist. Don't ask me for a massage this weekend. I'm too nervous.
She's not one of those, frou-frou massage.
No, I'm not.
No. It's the elbow digging in. It hurts a lot.
Deep tissue work, ladies and gentlemen, deep tissue work.
I had a company called Barkus Solutions. It was computer repair, website hosting, website design.
Yep.
That's been my history forever, computers.
That's your love. I
That's
think
my
more
love.
than
It's
me.
my passion in life. It's
We
my
created-
zen.
That's your zen. We created Valley Barter Group, which then became Premier Barter. We created that in 2003, and we were pretty successful with that. We enjoyed doing it. We enjoyed helping people. But more than that, in 2009, we created Barter 21, software for the industry.
Let me tell you, don't get into the software business.
No.
It's a never-ending battle. Just letting you know that right now.
But besides that, what we discovered pretty much was our core message, was what we really enjoyed doing. And with everything that we did and with all of our history, we realized we love to get people focused. We love to give people this plan of action, and it really became evident when we started Barter 21 that we really enjoyed these people who were starting their first businesses, and sometimes together, couples. I can't imagine how we attract that, couples in business, but we do. And it was getting that whole core message out. Okay, so first you're going to go after these people, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to do, but I want to do this. No, you're going to do this, and you're going to, and that's that whole core message thing.
After a while, Barter 21 started running on its own. It was really easy because we had the clients. It was just a matter of keeping up with the software. So our days were kind of boring. We had nothing going on, no maintenance to do
True.
during the day. It was getting really monotonous. So we both decided to do a little bit something different.
On the side, no focus, Cloud9 parties. That's all I'm going to say about that. Ladies, you can ask me later. I can introduce you to some people who still do that.
And I brought back Barkus Solutions, new logo, refreshed, just doing computer repair when I wanted to on my own terms in my house. Boom, done. As I said before, that was my zen. It still is my zen. My mother still calls me to fix computers.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
My mother's in New York. My brother lives over there, does the same thing. She waits for me to visit to fix her computer,
This
just
is
so
true.
you know.
This is true.
And within all this time frame also, people were asking us all the time, how do you guys work together? I couldn't work with my spouse. I'd kill her.
I've thought of it.
She's thought of it many times. But we found out there's a lot of people that do that, so we created a podcast called Together 24/7. We ran that podcast for 2 years. We put it on hiatus back in August because we want to revamp it based on everything we're learning from Pure Potentials. Which brings us to today. We no longer have the software company, but we took that beauty of coaching and we brought it into our company, Business Solutions for Growth.
So that's a little bit about us and what we do, and a little tiny bit about why we do it. And so, we came to Business Solutions for Growth. It's coaching. It's something that most of the people that we networked with were wondering why we went in that direction. You guys have the barter exchange. You're the barter people. You did the barter software. That's who you are. We know you as the barter people. How many of us got that when we did something a little bit different? But wait, you're the so-and-so person. You do the such and such.
And with us, it was harder because people don't understand when we say barter. They think we're saying border, B-O-R-D-E-R.
That was a whole different
We don't know
thing.
what that means, but we're not building a wall.
Oh, no.
Come on, that was one of my
No,
good
you didn't
jokes.
go there. So we knew what we needed to do was to create more talks. We had to not practice in front of the mirror all the time. That doesn't work. To a degree, we have to practice everything that we do, but we had to create more opportunities for us to get in front of people and speak. We had to get away from the mirror and get in front of the crowd because we needed the crowd reaction. That's what we're doing right now. We're looking at our monitor, we're remembering our notes, we're watching your reaction, making sure you don't fall asleep, and I see you picking your nose back there. I'm just saying.
And hope nobody noticed that you peed a little bit.
Yes, hope nobody noticed that. But in all sincerity, you pulled that one up too soon,
I pulled
honey.
that one
You
up
pulled
now.
that one
I
up
told
too
you,
soon.
no notes.
No notes. Watching the crowd reaction. And finally, for us, you think it's hard to get up here on your own. Imagine speaking with someone else and not stepping on their toes literally or figuratively. And so for us, getting in front of people and not practicing too much on our own keeps him safe.
Very safe.
We need the crowd for protection.
We love each other to death, but sometimes she finds me annoying. I don't understand why. Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
So here's the catch-22. And you're all saying, yeah, I want to get in front of an audience. You all did the cheer, right? Want to get in front of the audience. I want to get in front of the audience. And then you want to be polished when you get in front of the audience. So you're going to practice in front of the mirror, but we already said that practicing in front of the mirror isn't going to work, so you want to practice in front of an audience. But you don't want to get in front of the audience until you're polished. But you can't get polished until you get in front of the audience. And you don't want to get in front of the audience
I think
until
they
you
get it.
Okay, you got it? Okay, cool.
Got it. So we created our own stage. We had a talk that we did. There's us creating a stage, by the way. There's a talk that we created, and we brought it to a local networking group that had many chapters in our area. We're from Phoenix, so in our area,
Makes sense.
they had a, I'm sorry?
No, I said made sense.
Oh, thank you. That's why I said it. Working with your spouse, oh, never mind, that's a different talk.
Whole different talk.
We created this mini workshop. It was a 30-minute workshop, and we brought it to every chapter of this networking group. We set it up with the owner of the groups, and he's supposed to set it up with everybody, and we found out something very interesting. It wasn't our audience.
Not by a long shot.
And it turned out to be poor planning.
Very poor planning.
See, nobody thought that was too soon.
I thought it was too soon. We created our own talks. It was great practice. I mean, you have to say it was great practice. We weren't getting the reactions, but then again, they weren't the people that our message was for. So it didn't give us the feedback that we wanted. It didn't give us the feedback that we needed. I mean, the feedback could have been, you guys totally suck, and I have no idea what you do or why I would hire you, and that's good feedback, because we can improve on that. But the feedback of, ooh, let me get a free session with these people, and then argue with them on the phone as to why the way my upline taught me to do everything is right and you're wrong, you figure out quickly, not your right audience. And so things go awry. So you want a stage.
You want a stage. We all want a stage. Well, no, let me go back. We did not create the stage that we're talking about today. Is it tonight yet? No,
No.
It's still today. We didn't create the stage. Wish we did. Wish we had that brilliance, but we didn't do it. However, Jackie, wherever she is, hi Jackie, in a moment of genius,
Pure genius.
absolute genius. That's right, I found the picture. She came up with this amazing idea. Let's create a network of speakers, give them a stage to speak on, give them opportunities to have booking agents find them, and you know what? Let's make it easy.
Sounds good, right? So what happened was, last summer, Jackie, on her whirlwind 50-country, 2,000-city tour, came to Scottsdale, Arizona, and she spoke. She spoke about this Speakers Club thing and why she was starting these Speakers Clubs and why Pure Potentials was getting involved in the Speakers Clubs, and we were hooked.
She offered a stage. She said, hey, come on out, do a 5, a 3, or a 1-minute talk. We got an email like that. I've said this to many people here over the past couple of days already. If someone offers you a stage, you take it.
Take it.
That I've been saying that for years. So we saw this like, well, hell yeah, it's a stage.
That's right.
Let's take it. So what we did was come up with a 3-minute talk on how to work with your spouse. We didn't do much prepping.
We
It
didn't
took
need
us
to.
about 5 minutes while we were sitting there listening to the other speakers put this together. And we got up and did the talk, and we got feedback from the audience. And it was all great feedback. We loved how you did this. We loved how you did that. And we were able to see people leaning in and wanting to hear more. So at this point, we were like, we're in. It's not even a question. We're in. This is just, here's my credit card. How do we do this?
It was important for us to be able to get that stage. It was important for us to hone our message. We've spoken before. We were in the barter and trade industry for 14 years, give or take. We'd been on the panels. We led our own workshops there. We did all sorts of things with an audience who knew us for a long time, who knew our reputation. Now we were doing something totally different, with a totally different audience, with a different set of people. This was important to us. So, back on course. 2017, not our best year.
Can I put this in a better term? It was a shitty year.
The year started out with our business partner taking over the company. We knew it was going to happen, but we weren't quite prepared for it yet. So, we went through that. We got our goals, our ideas, everything in alignment. We knew what we wanted to do. The best part about what we had done since 2009, 2010 was working with these business owners who were trying something new or trying something for the first time, getting them focused, getting them on track. So here's what we knew. We knew we were amazing coaches in the business field. We knew we could help people who were stuck. We did it. We took one business from $0 to $40,000 a month in revenue based on the coaching that we did. So we knew what we had to do, what we could do, but we didn't know what we had to do. And so we decided we need to speak more. We need to get the message out. We need to be able to explain this way better.
Pure Potentials came along, and we saw that was the proper path for us to start getting on more stages to get our message out there even more.
And it wasn't just the Speakers Club, the public speaking clubs. It's the whole network and everything about it. So moving ahead.
Moving ahead, what we did was, with Pure Potentials I'm talking about, we became a member, and I think it took about 20 seconds. We said, we want to start our own club. We want to lead a club, because that gives us a stage to be on every month. It's our stage. We get to say who's on the stage, and we get to tell our message every month to the same people that keep coming back and to new people that we invite in. And we get to learn from the experts.
That's super important for all of us. I mean, we're sitting in this room right now and not doing something else because we want to learn from the experts, yes? Thank you.
That was really?
You said yes.
Yeah, but it was really, really.
I know,
Yes?
whatever. Thank you.
So this stage, because of Pure Potentials, we're on this stage. And this is the biggest stage we've ever been on. And we're excited about that.
A little nervous. Can't lie. A little nervous.
And for most of us, this is a big stage. Let me just see by a show of hands, who has been on a stage this size or larger? Fantastic.
Wow.
Who has never been on a stage this size and wants to be? Yeah. Excellent. We're going to do...
You can do this too.
You can do this too. What we want to do is a brief demo of how the Public Speakers Club works. And we're going to do it with a 1-minute demonstration. I had spoken to some of our leaders yesterday. Who was going to be my timekeeper?
Thank you.
I'm going to... Oh, good. You're up for... You know what? Can you take this seat right here? And are we going to be able to see your timer? Or are you just videoing us the whole time? No. Okay,
Flip
good.
over the timer.
Terrific. Now, we need to get somebody from the audience to come up. Don't raise your hand, don't run up here, because we already told Penny that she should prepare a 1-minute speech, but didn't tell her why. Can we help Penny come up?
So I have to say the emails went back and forth. Why do I have to have a speech? Just have one. But why? Just have one. Please do not question your coach when she tells you to have a 1-minute speech. And now we need...
We need a mic. There was a mic here. It's missing.
They were using the mic.
Run, Vaughn, run! Right. Woo!
And our 4 people.
Okay, so the way this is going to work, I keep looking for the mic here. The way this is going to work is we're going to give Penny the mic. She's going to have 1 minute on the clock, which is going to be right there. Pay attention to the time on the clock. You'll have 1 minute, and then we'll get some feedback, which I'll explain when we get to that time. So,
Go ahead.
wait a second. Let's wait for. Are you ready with the timer? Can you sit? Can you hold it sideways? Maybe it'll be bigger. Can you see it?
I can't see it anyway, so.
Oh, there we go. We got a bigger one over here.
Thank you, Kwanda.
I can't see either
You-
one of
you
them,
will.
so, you know.
You will. It'll get bigger.
Can anybody, yeah, there we go.
This is how everything goes exactly as planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, never. So, as you guys know, I have this little thing in my nose. You want to know what it is? It's a nasal diffuser. I'm so super excited. I know the inventor of this. What it does is it allows you to have your personal aromatherapy. It allows you to help with headaches. It allows you to help with stress. It allows you to help with nervousness. I've been inhaling my Calm Blend all day. So what this does is it really allows the concentration of the oil to give you the benefit of making sure that you get the full effect so that you can function better, you can feel better, you can have enough pizzazz in your step when you're tired. Woke up this morning, I was still exhausted. First thing, nasal diffuser. No one else can smell it, so the next person sitting next to me, ooh, that stinks. It doesn't, because I can't smell it. Time.
Fantastic. Hold the mic. Don't go anywhere. All right, I had the 4 leaders set up that were going to help with feedback. Can you go to the microphones, please? There's 1. There's 2. Where are my other ones? There's 3. Who's the 4th one?
There's 4.
There we go. Okay, so The next part of what happens is we get feedback, but here's the only feedback we ask for. What did you love about that talk and why? I'm sorry, and Penny, your only response is, thank you. Hank, you want to start?
Heck yeah. I'm so honored to be first. Penny, you were spectacular. You had no idea you were going to go up there, and you had the minute, and you owned it. You owned the stage beautifully. Your movement around the stage was awesome. Your topic was great. You even knew when to take a pause to let it all sink in. Good job.
Thank you.
Terry.
Along the same lines, I would say that without knowing what you are being called up there to do, you were very knowledgeable of your product, and great job for owning the stage.
Thank you.
Penny, I really loved your sincerity. You were very, very believable. When you got up on stage, you really grabbed my attention. Really great job.
Thank you.
What I loved about this was that you were just so authentic. You told us about it right away, you got into the whole talk right away, and you allowed us to come into your world a little bit. So that was really important because you made us feel like we mattered, but you wanted to get across a lot of information, and you did. So good job.
Thank you.
Awesome. You could go sit down now, Penny. Penny!
That's a little bit about what the Public Speakers Club is. Public Speakers Club is part of the Speakers Network. And the Speakers Network is that genius thing that we were talking about that allows us on Monday to go ahead and have a whole support system around us. On Monday, being part of the Speakers Network, you'll be able to continue to practice and mastermind and learn more and implement what we did this weekend. So the Public Speakers Club is a benefit of the Speakers Network. It gives you a ton of stages to speak on because...
We need a ton of stages to speak on. Is that what you were going to say?
No.
Oh.
And as a member of the Speakers Network, you get to go anywhere and speak on one of the stages. So for example, earlier today, people were asking us, hey, I'm going to be in Phoenix such and such a time. When are the meetings in Phoenix? And can I get on the stage? Here's when the meeting is. Here are who our Phoenix leaders, Phoenix area leaders are. So go ahead and get on the stage. You only get, as you saw with Penny, positive feedback. We're not there to coach. Many of us aren't even capable of doing speaking coaching. But what we are capable of is giving positive feedback to somebody so that they know what they did right. So that when you're nervous standing up here and you're not looking for the people leaning in and going, huh, what is she talking about? You get some positive feedback from that. And you can learn how, after you get over your nerves, you can learn how to read your audience. And that's so important. That's, what we're doing right now. That's what we all do. We know that. We know we have to read our audience.
Did you get over your nerves yet?
Yeah, I did. It
Okay.
was the oil that I was sniffing from Penny, to be honest. And finally, it allows you to practice, 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 because practice makes... No, practice makes improvement. We are never going to be perfect, people.
Wait.
Never.
You said I was.
No.
Okay.
No, your mother said that.
So let's talk a little bit about the Pure Potential Speakers Network, which, as we just saw, the clubs are a part, it's a benefit of the network. It's going to help you improve your speaking skills faster by getting on more stages, and a few of the other reasons right here. See, you have an online profile on the Pure Potential's website. On the speaker's website, you can put up there your bio, a link to your sizzle reel, the subjects that you speak on, which is real important, because what happens on this website is Pure Potential sends booking agents right to the site. It's not, oh, I hope Google finds me. No, the booking agents go right there and they're looking for your subject matter. So they're going to contact you directly and book you on their stage. We have monthly Q&A calls, and that's all done via Zoom, so we get to see each other and have a lot of fun on those calls and get our questions answered, whatever the questions happen to be, as long as they're related to the subject at hand.
Right.
Marriage problems are not going to be talked about on the calls.
And please don't ask Barry and I about that either.
No, we don't care.
No, we don't care.
No. We also have bonus trainings. Every now and then we see a message comes through that says, hey, tomorrow, bonus training, be on this call. Here's the link.
And we are so there.
Oh, yeah. Drop everything, cancel
Drop
appointments.
everything,
That's
go
what
to
we
the
do.
bonus,
Because
right?
we want to learn from the experts.
Don't we all? Some more really cool stuff about being a member of the Speakers Network. Members receive preferred monthly speaking spots. I had to read it because I knew I was going to trip over it. Okay, what does that mean? We all the leaders invite guests to the public speakers clubs. And if you happen to be in town, as you had told me earlier, you're going to be in Phoenix. If you happen to be in town, guess what? She gets a spot first. She's a member. Members always get the spots first. Members get the spots wherever they want. So that's a great bonus. Monthly, member virtual masterminds, feedback sessions, and expert trainings. So all these via Zoom are part of being part of the network. Mastermind, I think, to me, Mastermind is uber important. It's just an amazing thing. And it's not only being in a mastermind, like if we were all sitting here to be in a mastermind group, to me, it's the energy that goes around it. Here's a great example. This morning, Barry and I were practicing this talk.
With our notes, by the way.
With our notes. And we practiced it, of course, at home numerous times. We practiced it here, and it just went. Like that, like magic. Like we did it better than we'd ever done it before. Was it because it was the billionth time we practiced? Maybe. My firm belief is that it's because of the energy of everybody here. That's a mastermind. It's just the energy. It's just the one thing that you said to me this morning that, triggered something. It's the one idea, it's the one thought, it's all of you guys put together and all of your energy. Another thing about being a member of the Speakers Network is that you get interviewed and promoted 4 times a year. So as leaders, where are my leaders, by the way? Where are my leaders and my leader teams? All right.
You'll want to talk to these people,
you want
by
to
the
talk
way.
to these people right away. So as a leader, we interview the members 4 times a year. Those interviews go up on the Pure Potentials group on Facebook. Each of the states or cities Pure Potentials group. So for example, for Arizona, we've got 3 coming on 4 and 5 groups in Phoenix. We have 2 groups in Tucson, and we have a group up in Sedona. So everybody in Arizona who's a member of that is going to see that interview video with you, and that you get 4 times a year. So that's pretty cool. You can also get that video. You put it on your website, you put it on your Facebook, you put it on your LinkedIn. It shows off your expertise again. Complimentary admission to the Speakers Retreat event. That's this. And then there's another one this year. And you get to go to that one.
And it's in our backyard.
And it's in Phoenix, Arizona. So if you want, you can come visit our chickens. Seriously, you can.
Do we have to feed them?
Maybe. And of course, if you're in the Speakers Network, you have a stage. You don't have a stage, you have a boat ton of stages. That is the official amount of stages, is a boat ton of stages. So you've got a stage for yourself.
So we all know what's coming because we're all speakers and we all know the format.
So everybody fold your arms. Everybody
We're
do
gonna
that, yeah.
sit back.
Yeah, sit back, fold your arms, I'm not listening.
You know how it goes. First, we have to tell you the value of everything. $5 million.
That's right, boys and
Give or
girls.
take.
Give or take. The actual value is $5 million.
Who's in? Oh,
See? Oh, excellent.
Oh, they got grandfathered to the old price.
Ah, gotcha. All right, so it's an annual membership, the Speakers Network. It's Monday. You need the support. You want the stages. You want to be able to continue this feeling. You want to be able to continue this energy. You want to be able to get better. Next slide, honey, next slide. The annual membership is $249. And the crowd goes wild! Ooh, that worked.
It worked. Wow.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. There's more. Sorry, I lost my train.
You got to click the little button.
I-
See, this is what happens when you give them the remote.
Give me the remote. We're good. $249 is the annual membership. This is a no-brainer, guys. Everything that you get is right there. The clubs, the masterminds, the Q&A, the training, it's all there. If you're interested, which you should be, find one of our
Where's my
leaders.
Where's my leaders?
You'll see they also have a goldenrod flag on their name tag.
I'm going for my tag and I don't
Yeah,
have
we don't have it here. Or see Catherine or I. We'll be in the back. There's forms for you to fill out. It's no-brainers. This is where you get up and go to the back of the room.
Wait, but before you do.
What? I
Yeah,
had it
no,
all set.
I know, but Jackie's coming to.
Oh, Jackie's coming up.
Before you do, the Public Speakers Club is it is a benefit of the Speakers Network. If you don't happen to have a Public Speakers Club in your neighborhood and you fancy yourself a leader, come see Barry and I. And we'll tell you what's involved and we'll, get you started if that's the direction that we should be going in.
Now do they
So-
run? No, now we're waiting for Jackie.
Now we wait for Jackie.
All right.
So guys, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You made this a lot easier.
I have to pee. Thank you.
Awesome. Give them one more round of applause. Stay here, you guys. Woohoo! Just so you know, they're the regional directors of all of my clubs right now, currently, and for this reason.
Planetary director.
Planetary. Here's the reason. I went and did a workshop in Arizona. I had a whole bunch of suitcases and boxes and things, and I said, hey guys, could I give you these mystery items that you could please take across the state line? Don't ask any questions.
One of them was the weight of a body.
They said, sure, no problem. I'm like, regional director. No, they're amazing. They've been supporting our club leaders. On that note, before you guys came here this weekend, we had a training for new club leaders, and I'd like for them to stand up where they are right now. Everyone who is brand new certified club leaders, give them a really big round of applause. Yeah. I know, it's amazing. These guys are awesome. Take a seat, please. Which means they have the ability to put you on stages. They really do. It's a wonderful community. Please, if you have any questions, go to the back of the room, talk to Barry and Kat about the Speakers Network. They do a really good job of managing that. And we're going to take a 5-minute break for you to go and have that conversation, maybe do a bio break. And then I have a really nice treat for you because really amazing people come into the Speakers Network of every walk of life. Really experienced keynotes, people who are brand new, people who are scared of speaking, people who spent 10 years being an NBA basketball star. I mean, just common things like that, right?
He's in our club.
Yeah, he is. So we're going to hear from one of the network members who is Stephen Hunter. He played for the NBA for 10 years. He's the community ambassador for the Phoenix Suns currently. So when you come back, be on time. Do go talk to Barry and Kat. They will be here this weekend, but go now, get yourself signed up, and then we'll come back and we're going to hear from Stephen Hunter.